Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Sentiments. I'm Ray,
I'm Tosh.
and we got a special guest, my brother.
I'm D.
Yes, sir. So this episode is going to be a continuation to Should a Woman Propose to a Man? I had to bring my brother in because we want to see what it's like from a male perspective. So, let's do it. Who want to go first?
You, because you
Me?
left us hanging on the
Nah,
last
it's you.
episode.
The reason why it's you had to give us
Nope.
the explanation.
That was my explanation, but you have to give your opinion, and you left us hanging. This wasn't even like a planned thing. You text me in mid-sentence and said, hey, I'm not saying shit this episode, so it's on you.
Okay, I'll do it. So my opinion to that is, I feel like, to me, I'm not saying that a woman can't, right?
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that she shouldn't, but I'm saying I'm sure that she probably wants that experience. Like, I feel like every woman want to be proposed to. So I feel like every woman should have that opportunity. And if they want to propose to a man and take the opportunity away from them, that's on them. That's just my opinion.
I feel like you're sugarcoating, basically saying that you feel like they should not. That's what I feel like you're doing right now. Just say it.
Look, this is what I think. I think every woman wants that. Like, oh, girl, he proposed to me. The ring and all that.
But she propose, she could still have a ring also.
I mean, yeah, she could, but would she get that same thrill from it?
I mean, if it's what she wanted, I believe she should.
She should.
If it's what she wanted, if she took the initiative to say, I'm going to propose to this man, I'm pretty sure she got something planned, so I'm pretty sure that it should be like the same experience.
Okay.
Because she gonna, just like a male would go out and do the step shows or whatever, try to make it memorable. I'm pretty sure she's gonna go out and do the same thing.
Okay.
So I don't think the experience would be any different.
Okay.
And she could still flush that bling because
Yeah.
she's still gonna get one, right?
I mean, that's true. I mean, you do got some, Chrissy and Jim Jones situations out there.
Yeah. I mean, we are in different times. Like back in the day, we talking back in the day, I
Yeah.
can understand it, but we are in a time to where women have proven that they are equal to males, right?
Right.
So I don't see why is it like so out of the ordinary? Or
Okay.
we equal. So why she just like we can come and say why she equally pays the same thing?
That's
without
true.
it being an issue.
That's true.
That's smarter than us too, right?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Wait, real quick.
Y'all more emotional than us also, right?
I don't know. Hold on. Come closer to the mic or speak up a little bit more because you're coming in kind of low.
Cool ass. He's just being cool over here.
I don't speak loud, but you hear me good now?
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better.
All in all, I was saying that women should be able to propose to a man without it being weird as hell.
Okay.
I don't know. It's weird to me. I'm sorry. It's just weird to me. I'm not saying they can't. I mean, everybody's entitled to do what they want to do. So, I mean, it is what it is. If somebody feels they want to do it, then fine. But I don't know. To me, it's just kind of weird. Like, most gender roles and traditional roles, I'm not really for them because at the end of the day, yeah, we all are equal. But for this particular incident, I don't know. I just feel like the roles should stay the way they are. It's weird to me. I feel like she kind of like takes something away from the man when she proposes to him. Like as a man, how do you feel being proposed to?
Well, men never get the satisfaction of, well, you have some models, the Shaman Moores and stuff like that of the world that get hit on, but the average male don't get hit on. So I'm pretty sure it'll be flattering. It would be very flattering to have a woman propose to you. Man, not good with expressing his emotions, so he probably wouldn't know how to take it, but I'm pretty sure it'll be flattering. You never get it. Have you never getting something like that? Man, I'll be calling everybody, telling them, oh, she proposed to me, boy. Do you understand? She proposed to me. You know what I mean? I'm bragging. I'm the man. I'm doing something right, player.
I mean, but so what you're saying too is that it takes something away from the man, right? And the experience for the woman, it changes it, in my opinion.
To me, it does. Like, to me, I feel like
it would seem like it should emasculate the man a little bit, but that's
like
all
it
a
does.
pride thing too, though. Like if you comfortable with yourself and you know that you the man and you know that you handling your manly duties, you should let pride step in the way of what this woman is feeling, because like I say, women are more emotional than men. So I understand like a woman saying you taking too long, I'm finna ask you or something like that. You know what I mean?
But in the same respect, though, I feel like if a woman feels like a man is just taking too long, it's not a scenario where she just understands her partner and she understands that, you know, he's not that emotional, like you said, right? And maybe, yeah, he does want to take this step, but he's just, you know, he doesn't know how to approach it. And she decides, you know what, let me do it. Cool. But I feel like if a woman has a thought like, oh man, he's just taking too long, I feel like it's a reason for it. Like maybe he's just not ready for this ultimate commitment. And now you're kind of like
forcing it almost.
Yeah, you're kind of forcing it. Yeah. And now things are weird because now he's put in a position where he's either just gonna say yes and feel awkward as fuck afterwards, or he says no and now y'all break up. Like if she feels like he's just taking too long, well then maybe that's just not the person for you to marry. Maybe you just got to go your separate ways and get with someone else.
Got the same blend too. These dudes propose to women at basketball games. What if she say no? You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. I feel like on both sides you should be able to read your partner and know. Like you should be able to know it. Is this woman gonna say yes? Like, is she ready to take this step with you? So, I mean, I get it on both sides, but I don't know. For me, it's just awkward because I feel like it just switches. It switches everything. Yeah, it switches the roles completely. And now she's like taking complete charge, which is nothing wrong with taking charge, but I just feel like in this sense, you might be forcing. And if you're forcing, then everything that follows is just gonna be fake and awkward, and eventually this isn't gonna last anyway.
You saying this to a person that think women should take charge though, because I think women are smart. I really believe women are smarter than men. I think women should be running stuff and men should be the enforcers of what women are putting out. You know what I mean? I think women should be running everything.
I agree. I'm not gonna disagree on that.
So why shouldn't this person that should be running everything shouldn't be the aggressor when she's more emotional, smarter, and know what she wants more than what the next person want? You know what I mean? Than the male, because
for me, it's because of exactly what you just said, because she's more emotional. So 9 times out of 10, a decision is going to be made just based off of emotions, because the women around her are in this situation. The women around her are engaged or are getting married, and she's like the odd man out right now. So she's going to get in her feelings after a while, and she's going to take that leap when in reality it didn't happen yet because he's just not ready, or he's just not the person for her. Like I feel like as a woman who has been and has no problem with being the aggressor when it comes to pursuing someone that I want to be with, or even just in my relationship, I don't see myself ever proposing to the person that I'm with, because it's just, I don't know, it's weird to me. It's just, I feel like me proposing is coming from a place of emotion only, and not good emotion, not like, oh, I love you emotion, just from like, damn, why is this not happening yet? Well, then I'm just gonna step up and I'm just gonna do it, when really it just didn't happen yet because it just didn't happen. It wasn't time for it to happen yet. I feel like with men, the whole thing of committing to marriage, like that's a big thing. That's them surrendering themselves. Like that's when it's like, okay, yes, I'm fully ready for this commitment, and now I'm coming to you and letting you know this is what I'm ready for.
Right.
Sometimes we as men gotta be told what we want.
Damn.
Why not tell you what you want then? You ain't for me then.
Yeah, you gotta
like you need to know what you want.
Sometimes we can be, we get sidetracked a lot. I don't know if you know that, right? Sometimes we need somebody to know this is what you need.
This is the goal, right?
Get your ass on this route right here.
Yeah.
You know? And that they say behind every successful man is a strong woman, and I'm pretty sure that strong woman is telling that man, get your ass on this road. You know. So,
no, you're right.
So
but
it come off almost as force though, if you got to tell him.
No, that's direction, because I'm pretty sure that he got to tell her some things also. That's a part of a relationship. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna know everything. You're not gonna know everything, but you should respect my opinion when I'm coming to tell you something, because I want the best for you.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling you is coming from the best.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I expect vice versa.
Okay. Because I just would feel like I ain't gonna tell you shit. If you ready to marry me, then drop on your knee.
Pretty much. I mean, that's just how I see it.
The whole thing is I understand that. But I could really understand. It sounds like a double standard now.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
I really don't deal with those a lot. So
yeah.
I just feel it's no problem on either side.
Yeah. But it's not forbidden, but
it's not. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's a little awkward, just because, like I said, like I feel like as a woman, there's a lot of emotions involved, and a lot of times we will react off of emotion first before becoming logical about it. So you might just propose because of, like I said before, you just feel like, well, everybody else is married and he's taking so long, well, let me just go ahead and do it. And now he feels forced to do it because he don't want to fuck shit up. He want to say no and have you feeling crazy. But I don't know. Just
what about those same emotions that she feeling? Now I'm your partner. I'm reading these emotions. I'm reading these emotions that you feeling, and now I'm feeling pressure because I pay attention to my partner. I'm reading these emotions, and now I'm asking you to marry me just only because I'm reading your emotions. Isn't that kind of like the same thing?
Well, it is, but don't do that either. Like, don't do it just because you read my emotions. Right. Do it because you felt ready.
But if you love this person and you know that this is what this person really, really wants, and at the end of the day, you say you probably can feel that. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know. I think sometimes you gotta, like I say, you gotta be forced into something. Sometimes, you know what I mean? You don't know.
No.
What you're trying to
force it. Not marriage. You should not never be forced into marriage.
Taking it the wrong way. Sometimes you could tell me what I want because you know me.
Okay.
And I could just not see it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is exactly what I want, but I just don't see it. But you looking from the outside, so you could tell me this. You know what I mean? And I think it's nothing different like that with marriage. You know I love the shit out of you. You know that I'll do anything for you.
Okay.
But you know I'm probably just not comfortable with doing it. You know what I mean? I probably don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? And so I just think, man.
I feel like with that, I feel like that's a.
You know what I mean?
I feel like that's like a very rare situation where
it's not rare because that's how I am in my relationship. So
you read, bro.
Well,
you rare then, because I mean, out of all the males I know,
I don't know what you're saying because you could tell me, oh, I'm having a good day, but then your body language is telling me something different. So I don't go off of what you say. I go
exactly
off of you. So I just feel like all men do it, not just me. I don't think I'm great. You know what I mean? Not all, but the average male do.
But what I think is, if you got to tell somebody what they want or what they need to do based off of what you perceive that they want, it's just not healthy in my opinion, because at the end of the day, even though you might love this woman as much as anything in the world and you feel like at some point you really do want to be with her, there is still something that's stopping you from actually coming to her and proposing, for her to be your wife. And I feel like the reason why I say you shouldn't force the man, you shouldn't just come and be like, well, you know what, yes, you're gonna marry me right now, is because at the end of the day, there's something there that you need to work through. There's some sort of maybe emotional block, mental block, there's something, but you need to work through those issues before we agree to come together as man and wife. And now I'm legally stuck with your ass unless I come up out my pocket. And then all of a sudden, 2 years later, you like, you know what? This really wasn't what I wanted.
we opening up a big box here.
Because
now I'm gonna say, are you having sex with him? You know what I'm saying? are you having sex with him? Because damn, that's a big possibility with a baby too. You know what I mean? To where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
If you comfortable enough to have sex with this person, you can't be comfortable enough to ask this person to marry you.
No.
And not.
Yeah, you gotta elaborate on that.
No, because you know why? Because I have a baby, and 5 years later it doesn't work out. I don't have to be with you. We will cordially co-parent, and we can still be friends, and we'll be cool to make sure that our child is taken care of. But I don't have to be stuck with you for life, and it's not going to cost me financially to separate from you in this relationship. Whereas if you end up in this marriage just based off of me reading your body language and deciding, you know what, the last 2 months you've been really good. Let's do it.
It's gonna cost him. It's not gonna cost you.
No, because if I decide I don't want to do it no more, because now I realize you got some problems and this marriage isn't working out, I'm gonna have to pay for this divorce.
I mean, you
I'm not waiting for you to pay. Exactly.
You gotta pay to get out.
I'm stuck with you. It's some costs I'm not willing to pay.
Yeah. Like she got something to say.
I don't know. Some costs I'm not willing to pay. I'm sorry.
I understand there's different scenarios, but I just feel like the average male don't know when he want to get married, actually. And never a dude, you might think he's ready to ask you, but it's some kind of force in there to where he's asking you when he do ask you, because I don't think it's not that many males that's really comfortable with with coming out with emotions like that to say, oh baby, I love you, or will you marry me? And then with that chance of her saying no, you know what I mean? So
I agree 100%. That's why I feel like nobody should be posing this question unless everybody is 100% sure. Y'all need to go to therapy together for a while. Like, there's a lot of stuff you got to do. Yeah. And I feel like it's a conversation that needs to be had though. Like, this isn't some shit where you just tiptoeing around each other for 2 years. We sleeping next to each other. I'm making you breakfast. You fucking wash, like, you doing all of this, but we never talk about it. Like, I feel like at some point there needs to just be a regular conversation. Like, well, hey, you know, what's your goals? Like, what are you thinking about? Do you see yourself with me forever? Like, do you want to be married? What would be your ideal marriage? What's your, you know, what kind of wedding do you want to have? Like, I feel like these are conversations that should be had. It shouldn't just be something that pops up. Now, if you do that and you have a conversation and everyone's on the same page and you can understand that, you know what, this guy is just really, really stuck in his emotions and he doesn't know how to express himself fully. But I know that he wouldn't mind being with me. By all means, go right on ahead, sis. Propose. But
when you pose that question, that's what go through my mind. that's the first thing that run through my mind when you pose that question. You know what I mean? It is the man was just hesitant. You know what I mean? And wanted to, but just nervous or just didn't know how. Because we as black males just wasn't raised right. That's an excuse, but it's true though. You know what I mean?
It's not an excuse. It is true.
And sometimes we need somebody to help us coach to get this stuff out. You know,
a therapist.
And who sometimes your relationship is your therapy. Sometimes
it's still not healthy though.
The person that's spending all that time with you should be able to tell you better than anybody. So when she telling you something, you're supposed to listen. You know what I mean? It shouldn't look at it as your mama getting on you. You should look at it as criticism. You know what I mean? And for yourself to get better because y'all are together, not like somebody's just hounding you and getting and telling you something that you need.
Well, you see, you are emotionally rounded apparently, because most men don't think that way. You know, if a woman is talking to them and letting them know what they feel like they need to do, they are taking it like that. They are taking it as their mother's talking to them, or, you know, we're trying to be their mother. So it's I don't know, it gets a little difficult and a little crazy, which is why a lot of times it comes off as the woman's forcing the man. if you propose.
Yeah.
We talking. I guess I am probably different then.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You rare breed. You rare breed out here. I mean, so you're saying if a woman proposes to you, it'll make you feel.
I'll be flattered as fuck.
You'll be flattered.
I'll be flattered as fuck.
Okay.
I wouldn't even know how to respond. I would forget to say yeah. I would have to, yes, baby, yes.
My bad. I ain't give you an answer. What was the question again?
Yes for 100. Yeah.
For real.
No,
I'll take yes for 100, Alex.
Exactly.
I'll be flattered as fuck. I'll call everybody. I'll be calling people that I ain't talked to in a long time and everything.
You wouldn't believe what she did.
Exactly.
On Facebook that much. I'll be all on Facebook. Guess what, y'all? Check it out, y'all.
Okay, so then let me ask y'all this.
Mm-hmm.
She asks you to propose, right? Mm-hmm. Do y'all both get rings? Or you know how usually just the woman get a ring and the male. So y'all both.
So you're not gonna wear a ring if you get proposed to?
I'm gonna wear my ring, but she gotta get a ring too. You know what I mean? Okay. Afterwards, but yeah, but I'm gonna wear that ring. Check me out, y'all. Check me out.
All the selfies. Hey.
I mean, just got a fresh cut today in the beard lined up.
Found some Dr. Pepper in the store.
You know, us ugly cats don't get to brag about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Walk around.
So what happens when a woman has an engagement ring, right? So as a man, do they get an engagement ring when it's time to get married? Do you switch the rings up? I mean, I know y'all don't know, but I'm just curious to know how it would work. Like it's different.
She'll give him she'll have to get a man that little dingy ass band that the man, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna be happy with that. I'm telling you, it could be lifesaver. What?
Lifesaver.
You know what I mean? So she just gonna give him that little dusty ass band, and then he gonna break. Baby, he gonna be so flattered. I'm gonna bang.
Yeah.
But what if he doesn't want to buy her a ring because it wasn't his idea to propose?
Mm-hmm.
But then he better not. Then he better be a man and don't accept.
But he want to get married.
No, but he want to get married. Why?
He don't want to buy the ring.
Time out. He didn't propose, right? So now because he don't want to buy her a ring, that means he doesn't want to get married. Then I guess she should have proposed then.
I mean, come on now.
Come back full circle.
That is true. You did just stab me. Hold on, that is kind of true. Hold on.
You didn't warn him about me, did you?
You did kind of stab me right there.
I'm just saying, if that's gonna be your logic, if you feel like he should not accept this proposal, if he doesn't feel like he needs to buy her a ring, then guess what? He wasn't ready in the first place, and she shouldn't propose.
That's back to being forced.
Yeah.
That'd be back to being forced.
Damn, man, damn.
I mean, all those things come into play. Like I said, I agree that if you're going to be in a relationship and you say you committed, marriage should be a topic because not everybody want to get married.
Exactly.
To be honest, like I didn't want to get married for long. It took me 10 years to say, okay, let's do it. But you know, because I always felt like
But I mean, you guys were young too, so marriage shouldn't even been a thought.
Yep. And I would have got married. Mm-hmm. Just didn't happen though.
Yeah.
But I would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And wouldn't have felt forced. Yeah. She would have asked me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You'd have been like, yeah.
What? I got proposed too. Do you believe that?
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people get married just because, like literally just because.
Title?
Yeah, title.
Like, title. Like they want that title.
Status.
Yeah.
Like I said, like they're people. They get pressure from their families, all that type of stuff. I feel like none of that should come into play. It should literally be where you guys are at life, what each of you want, and this should be something that you guys have talked about. And now, if we talked about it and we're out in the open and we talk about, hey, listen, don't ever fucking play yourself and propose to me because I'm a man and I'm going to respect that. Like that's been a conversation in my relationship and that was said to me. It was said, listen, if you ever try to play yourself and propose to me, it's over. It's just over because like you don't understand me as a person. So it goes back to what you said. Like, I get it. You have to know your partner. And But at the same time, I just feel like you gotta let a man do something. Because I mean, like you said, you know, as women, we are smarter, we're a little bit more emotional, and we do control things a little bit better. So 9 times out of 10, we are controlling many aspects of this relationship. Leave something for the guy to do. Let him do a little bit.
You know, go ahead and do that ring
just
shopping,
a little something. Do that I'm gonna drop hints to you though, left, you know, here and there.
I like a princess cut, baby.
I fucking hate diamonds, you know, like my birthstone is a sapphire.
Oh Lord, man, y'all, they trying to get us, y'all. She trying to hit me with the crown shots.
Ooh, shots.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
what's up?
I got some vanilla Jim Beam mixed up with some amaretto here.
You gonna hit it with us or what? I mean, you might as well make a shot out of it.
So you want me to take a shot out of this?
A big swig out of it. Yeah.
If I die. Okay, well, I'm in the screen. Here we go. Yeah.
Damn, this is a big shot.
That's a big ass. That's a double shot.
Oh, God.
All right, ready? Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Ooh.
It burned, boss.
Oh, that's a shot to our first guest on Unfiltered.
Yeah. We need to have more guests.
We do. That's a shot to our first guest on Unfiltered. I know y'all don't be missing out on these shows. I told y'all. We told y'all.
We told y'all I was coming, and I have another Black Power shirt, you know.
Black
artists matter.
Black artists matter.
Black artists matter.
Yes, like me, I matter.
Yeah. Look at this.
Ooh.
My niece. Black
wow.
Black artists matter.
Okay, FYI, so next time we record and you're at home, then you need to pull up the 2 paintings that you have in your house, okay? That's what you need to do, okay?
Absolutely.
Because you ain't put up my work, you know. I'm joking.
Come on, bro. You got a whole Instagram. Shout your Instagram out for the people again, please.
Tash Divine.
That's her art page.
Yes.
Yeah, you check it out, man. Check it out, y'all. Make sure y'all. So it's been a heavy topic. I said that
it has been. It has, but I know women probably cursing me out left and right. Some of them anyway, but so what?
They're like, sis.
And I'm like, what? What? Sis? We still family, but just don't play yourself.
Yeah. Like I said, I just really feel like every woman wants that. I could be wrong. Maybe some women don't want that feeling. They probably really don't give a fuck.
Hey, y'all women aggressive now.
They are. No, they are.
We are.
Yeah. I said they like
women aggressive now. Hot girl summer. Oh.
That's not aggression. That's different. Listen, like I said, I've always been aggressive. I'm never fucking proposing to a man though. I'm sorry, it's not happening. Give me something. Like, I'm coming to you with everything. I slid in your DMs. You fucking get down on your knee for me, because I'm not doing it.
I didn't think so until I came out here. These Texas women is different, boy.
They different.
Texas people.
Cali women don't even give you a compliment. I don't know, Texas women trying to marry.
Yeah, you're right. They are.
Come here.
Cali woman ain't finna give you a compliment. You could be fresh to death. She gonna be like, oh, you think you got some little gear on, huh?
So would this same thing apply to a woman, like we asked in last week's episode? Should a woman approach a man? Like if a girl see you, shorty see you, like, yeah, he looking good.
Hey, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But check this out. It depends on how.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that shit crazy. I was just telling my boy, I had this female that I work with at this job, and she made me feel like a total hoe. Straight out, walked up to me like, hey, baby dog, when you gonna let me bust you down? Whoa! I'm at work. Man, I feel like all kind of bitch. I'm finna take you in the bathroom right now. You know what I'm saying? You made me feel like a total hoe right now. So, hey, real shit though. Like, bust you. We ain't gonna.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, but I am good. You know, I will come up to you. Hello, how are you? Can I have your number? Like, That's it.
You know how to respond to that.
Bust you down though.
That's too much. I'm sorry.
Bust you down.
Bust me down. Hey, I could just take a little picture like, yes, daddy, yes. You brought all the hoe out your boy.
Yeah. I wouldn't know how to react.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
nah, I feel like we should be able to approach men, but do it the way that you would want to be approached. You don't want no man coming up to you talking about, can I bust you down real quick?
Man, kill me.
Don't do that to a man. Still treat him with respect. But I mean,
right.
Like in a work situation, y'all might see each other all the time, take breaks together, do all that. And you could tell, you could be like, you know what? I think he's feeling me, but he's just not sure about me. Yes. Yeah. Say something. Slide in them DMs, sis. Right. I am him at work. Text him. Do something.
Hit him with the classic, hey, big head.
I couldn't even get out. I don't mess with women I work with.
I'm telling you.
Cardinal rule.
I'm telling you. So let me bust you down right quick.
Oh.
I mean, as a woman, I feel violated. Like, hold up.
Very violated.
You violated me right now.
I'm going to HR on your ass. Do you know this man walked up to me and said, don't walk up to the man and say that. No. You clutched your pearls.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, you just didn't. Wow.
Did you really?
What if she asked to buy you a drink? And buy you a drink.
Exactly. Like, at least buy me dinner first before you ask to bust me down.
She asked to take me out on a dinner too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can't pay.
Okay.
You can't pay for shit for me. I'm sorry. Exactly what I tell you. You can't pay for shit for me. You know what I mean? If anything, I'll take you out. But
Right.
I feel like a hoe. You know what I mean? we going now, and she watch here, get him a drink, get him a double shot of Hennessy. You know what I mean?
So you wouldn't feel like that if you got proposed to?
No, that's different.
Why?
Different. That's like okay, her proposal to me is her actually putting her emotions on the line, telling me she loved me and I want to be with you forever. Her buying me a drink is like her throwing hundreds on me, drinking while I'm shaking my ass on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Here, get that motherfucker a drink. You know what I'm saying? That was shot of Hennessy. You know what I'm saying?
Character,
shit, bam. She just made it rain. She
made it rain on you real quick.
Made it rain, or somebody come get her because you dancing like a stripper.
It's a big difference, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I try to catch you real quick.
She seeing me.
Man, she definitely seen me telling you, let me bust you down.
Let me bust you down.
Right?
He's a T-bone steak.
Cross that line too, on the real. She a little light bright and everything. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I almost crossed that line. Nah. I believe in something called selective fucking. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I really believe in selective fucking. You pick who you fucking with. If I fuck you, it's only because I see myself being with you. I just don't fuck anytime. You know what I mean?
And it gotta be like that.
This is a result of the shots. FYI, this is a result of the shots.
I didn't got all my fucking out early days. It's long time ago.
So what you want now? Making love or something now?
Oh my God!
You're fucking out, right? So
right?
I've been a level. It ain't nan woman out there that's ever gonna speak bad on my name. Period.
Okay.
Anyone, you know what I mean? I'm cool as fuck.
That's the way to come back around. I'm cool as fuck. Okay.
You know what I mean? But
I mean, listen. You in the hot seat now. He didn't put himself.
Right?
He put himself in the hot seat now.
Don't throw him back.
This episode has taken a turn.
You put yourself in the hot seat.
You have put yourself in the hot seat.
What you got for him, Tash? I know you got.
No. I'm not even going to.
Come on,
Kobe.
No, please don't do that.
In another episode.
FYI, I'm not going to talk bad about him because he's not alive anymore. And also, I have some respect because he is a Virgo. But do not call me Kobe, okay? Thank you. I'm from Brooklyn, sir. I am sorry. So Yes.
Why we call you John Starks?
John Starks, damn.
No.
I can't think of no good shooters.
I know.
Ooh.
Trust me, I know.
Damn.
Can't even be mad at that. No, but just don't call me Kobe.
I'll
No.
call you alone.
No. How we feel over here, Tosh. You know how we feel about the Lakers and Kobe.
No, I do. Trust me, I do. And at the end of the day, I always give respect where it's due. I would never talk bad on him. He was a phenomenal player. I just personally didn't like him, you know. But that's that. You know, that's that. I don't know if I have any questions for him right now. You know, do you have anything you want to bring up?
Listen, okay. So usually the woman is the man is the aggressor when it comes to sex, right? So how do you feel about I'm laughing because my niece walked out like hell no.
It's unfiltered.
It's unfiltered. So would you feel some type of way if a woman is too aggressive when it comes to that?
Look.
Well, I feel like he just said,
as
yeah.
Long as you don't touch as long as you don't touch my ass, we all right. You know what I'm saying?
Don't grab your ass.
Don't fuck with my ass.
The ass is off limits.
Don't fuck with my ass.
So like, don't touch your ass cheeks, or like, don't go near your asshole.
Either or.
I don't know where this is going. Okay.
Leave my ass alone. Put it right above, right the arm, right above the top. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know what? I completely understand though, because I personally think it's fucking weird when a woman wants to touch a man's ass. I don't find any sort of pleasure in that. I don't understand the point in it. So I understand you on that. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, is there a point of being too aggressive though?
Yeah, is there a point?
As a woman?
I mean, what they call that SMM, that where they be lashing?
S&M?
That's way too aggressive.
BDSM?
Bondage and shit.
You're
that's different though.
You're not tying me down. You ain't whooping me. You ain't doing none of that.
So no dominatrixes for you.
That's too aggressive.
It's too much.
Dominatrix is too aggressive. But
okay.
Anything else,
but a proposal isn't.
What kind of woman?
A proposal isn't, man.
outside of playing with a nigga ass, what kind of woman do that actually violate a man during sex? You know what I mean? What is too aggressive for a man?
There are women and men that take part in dildos going in the man's ass.
Oh no, the man?
Yes, the man. Yeah.
That's not the man.
They exactly, and that's how I feel about the proposals.
And I told you, I understand. I'm telling you, I understand both sides. I understand that there's aggressive women and there's traditional women. You know what I mean? I understand it, but I don't understand none of that other shit, man.
They got some stuff going on out there.
I don't understand it though.
It's real aggressive. You know,
yeah,
the woman is taking over. She got a ball in your mouth. She gagging you.
Yes.
Gagging you and shit.
They do.
Yeah.
They have those anal beads. It gets a little crazy.
That's for her, though.
No, it's some men.
That's for her.
There's some men that they like it.
Anal beads.
Oh no.
I don't even know where this is going. I thought we were talking about relationship shit.
We still there.
Crazy.
We still there.
I don't know. I mean, we are. You're right. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not with that stuff.
Put beads in their ass and shit.
That's nasty. I'm sorry. It is. I'm not with it. Because at this point, if you let me,
those are not men.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like, if you let me put a fake dick in your ass, then you know what? It's over.
I'm gonna think you gay at that point.
Me too. I don't want anything to do with you. You shouldn't be with me.
Gay at that point, yeah.
Like you goddamn genius.
At that point, yeah. At that point,
we should not be together.
Yeah, at that point, I'm gonna go find you a John or a Mark or whatever.
Curtis,
anybody,
Curtis, Anthony,
or something like that.
Todd, somebody. Just not me.
Yeah, not a woman.
I don't know what's going on with these dudes. Where they mamas at? Why they mamas and they daddies at, man?
So the Chrissy and Jim Jones situation is okay.
Yep.
So they still ain't get married yet,
you
right?
know why? Because Chrissy know that Jim Jones really love her.
Okay.
She know that. That's why.
That's
why. Huh?
What's taking them so
Does she? Because I don't know it.
Because probably the same thing. He probably just don't believe in marriage. You know what I mean? You my wife already. You know what I mean?
So then if you don't believe in it, I should know that you don't believe in it, and I shouldn't be fucking trying to force you to
and
do
I'm
it.
pretty sure she know that. I'm pretty sure. I don't think Jim Jones is no sucker to where he hiding his feelings from Chrissy. I'm pretty sure they've been together long enough to where they talk about everything. I'm pretty sure he told her, like, yeah, I would like to marry. I just don't believe in that shit. And then she was like, no, well, I believe in it because she looked like that. Like, well, you didn't say no, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I about to square up with that nigga.
I believe in it. So shit, you didn't say no. So that's what we finna do. You know what I mean?
We finna get married.
But I love Chrissy though. I'm in love with
I don't.
Chrissy?
Yeah.
I don't like her.
I don't like Chrissy. I
don't like her at all. I'm sorry. She should have left Jim a long time ago.
Maybe because I stopped looking at it or something. Maybe I know something I don't know. But
I just know Harlem niggas pretty much. Like,
man,
I can't have no woman. If I tell you to shut the fuck up and you shut the fuck up, we ain't for each other.
So not submissive type of woman. You don't want to.
If I tell you to shut the fuck up, you're gonna be like, I need a woman that's gonna say, nigga, what the fuck you mean shut the fuck up?
Yes. And you know what?
That's what I need.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck you talking about? And I might punch you, but I'm not proposing to you.
Look, unless we're in a public setting, I ain't gonna ever come at you like that. But if we in a public setting, I tell you to shut the fuck up, you saying something wrong and you need to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, yes. And you know what? And I agree, because sometimes, like you said, women are emotional. So we don't realize when we're being a little bit crazy in a public setting. So yes, quietly tell me to shut the fuck up. Because if you tell me loudly, if you tell me loudly in public, I'm gonna loudly punch you in public. But I'm still not proposing to you. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like there's a fine line between being submissive, being aggressive, like all of this, and then just like, I just feel like it makes a woman look desperate to propose. I'm sorry.
Know what? I agree with that. Like I said, I always feel like they should get that moment. I think that's a woman's moment. That's my whole opinion. That's a woman's moment, and don't take it away from her.
And I feel like Chrissy got herself looking crazy out here, because we all seen how Jim acts, and she's just here. Yeah. You gonna fucking marry me?
She getting that bag. No. She trying to get that bag. That's what she doing. She getting that bag, Tosh. She getting that
It's not gonna matter. They weren't married the whole time. And Jim know exactly what he's doing. That's why he's not getting married. You're not getting my money, bitch. No.
There's no, but he can always get a prenup, right? If they do.
He could get a prenup, but is she gonna sign a prenup? She's not gonna sign it.
She's definitely not signing a prenup. I don't see her signing a prenup. I mean,
she would never sign a prenup. She feels like she was a part of everything, so she's not gonna sign a prenup.
Like Remy Ma,
like that. You know what I mean?
Remy Ma is she strong-willed. Should I say strong-willed?
She is,
and that's fine.
Strong-willed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But did she propose to Papoose?
Did she propose to him? I think Papoose proposed.
I don't know.
I feel like
I know he was thirsty for the child. I don't know who proposed though.
Okay. I can see
Papoose is from Brooklyn. He's not getting proposed to. I'm sorry. He's not. Like, he's not getting proposed to.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I mean, I feel like too, if certain women do it too, I can bet y'all this much. If Beyonce were to propose to Jay-Z, how many women do y'all think would have proposed to their men? Because they be following that beehive.
I don't
know. Do.
Because
but guess what? Jay-Z is also from Brooklyn, and he's never getting proposed to either, okay?
All these women following behind Beyonce, y'all want to.
They are.
But Beyonce say, if her man cheat on her, she leaving that nigga, and she still with her motherfucking nigga.
Still with
I was just about to say, but because that's exactly what I was about to say. Like, have you listened to the music lately?
They better quit listening to Beyonce.
Yeah, Lemonade.
I mean, music is music.
You can't be following music. She ain't listening to herself.
Yeah,
she's not. But I mean, like I said, Jay-Z is from Brooklyn, so Jay-Z wasn't getting proposed to anyway. He was shutting it down.
That's my
all the
favorite
way.
living rapper.
Yeah, he's, and that's just not a thing. Maybe that's what it is, being from Brooklyn. I don't know. Like, it's just, no, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not doing it. No, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, everybody likes to see the Jay-Z and Beyonce type of thing. Like,
I love them, yeah, but
I think they are a power couple. Hell yeah,
they are absolutely.
Hey man, I had
they do a lot of philanthropic things.
Let me ask
behind the scenes.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Because I was having a conversation with somebody, and since we're talking about Jay and Beyonce, I was talking about their daughter, Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They was like, "Oh, Blue, she got a super artist daddy." I was like, "Ain't no way she should be an artist of any kind. They are too rich to be raising a motherfucking artist. You know what I mean? They should be aiming her to be the first black president or something like that. You know what I mean? Because they can afford that shit. How do y'all feel about that? Somebody that's somebody that's hella privileged, they could put that daughter into an excellent spot. Would you want
to run things
like you? You only went to music because you didn't have money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sort of kind of like you was forced to music because just a way out the ghetto.
Jay-Z, but not Beyonce.
Yeah, but
Beyonce wasn't forced into it.
But look. Do you raise your daughter to be an artist though when you are so successful and you are so big as you are? Like, do you raise your daughter to be an artist, or do you aspire for your daughter to be bigger than a fucking artist? Because
for one, I'm gonna feel a little bit disrespected.
I think hold on, let me keep my perspective first. I think that when white people have money, they raise their kids to be doctors, lawyers, presidents, and shit like that. When black people got money, we raise them to be football players, and that's rich. They raise their kids to be wealthy. It's a big difference. I think they also
raise miserable people
that be killing themselves
that they don't want to do.
No, but that's all in parenting though. Like, I think black parenting is different than white parenting. So I think it's all in parenting.
It is.
But black people don't have the money to put their kids in position like how the white people do. So it's hard to say that. It's hard to make that comparison. You know what I mean? But I feel like Jay-Z them are in that position. So they should they should aspire for their daughter to be something larger than what they are. They're already artists. So why would you raise your kids to be better than you, not the same as you? You raise them to be better than you. Why wouldn't you want them on a bigger plateau? Why wouldn't you raise her to be on a bigger plateau than what you already are?
You always want your children to be bigger than you, but at the same time, good parenting is allowing your children to do what they want to do. Like, as a parent and as an artist myself, I'm not a musical artist, but an artist that dabbles in many different areas of art, and with his father also the same. This is a conversation we've had, and at the end of the day, I don't want to raise my son to just feel like he has to be an artist. I don't want him to feel that way. But at the same time, I do want to raise him to feel that he can do whatever he wants to do and he can succeed and excel at that. I feel like the problem we have in the Black community in raising our children, especially like us, like our parents raising us, right? The money wasn't there, like you said, right? They weren't able to set us up for success in life, where we got to come out and we just got to do whatever we got to do to get where we got to be. But I mean, if you have the money to make sure your child is successful, you start a savings account for them right now. You start, you have them invested in stocks and all of this, and they have finances available, and you make sure school is important and they get educated and they do all of this. Why can't they do what they want to do when they become an adult? Why?
I understand that, but we're not at that comfort level yet to where we can allow. I feel like we have to groom our kids for the next generation, because our generation, or because where we are right now, is not comfortable. So we have to grow. We have to see ourselves growing, and I think we have to grow beyond just only being artists and football players and baseball players. I think we have to grow.
Yeah, we do.
And they are in position to you might say to make them, but I think with our kids, you have to guide them into kids don't know what they want. They might know what they like. Okay, that's a hobby. But I see what your talents are. I know what you can do. I'm going to guide you towards this. And I think, okay, music is cool as a hobby, but this is what you're going to do. This is what you. This is.
I'm not forcing I don't feel like we should force our children to do anything. I have $25,000 in student loans right now from being forced into going to school and getting an accounting degree that 10 years later I still have yet to use because I didn't want to be an accountant. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to do any of that, and I was forced into it. Nobody's paying those fucking loans for me.
Look, that's the difference. That's the difference though. Did your parents actually look and see, oh, you got accounting skills? You need to go be an accountant and then look at the market like this will be profitable, because I went to school to be an accountant and I dropped out because once I found out that it was hard to get a job, you had to actually be an independent contractor.
And be a CPA and own your own business. No, it was more so a scenario of like what you're saying. You know, my older siblings didn't really do anything with their lives, and a year after high school, I wasn't in college because I didn't find anything I wanted to do. And it was more like I was shamed into going. It's like, well, your friends are in school and this, that, and the third, and you need to be doing something. You need to be doing something. So I was pushed into it, and that's just not what I want to do. Now I'm going to go back to school for probably something with IT.
Not to cut you off, but that's the difference. That's the difference. See, they're raising her with money already, and she can do everything. So they actually seeing her abilities. Like I seen the interview where they were saying Blue is so relatable to all people. Like it don't matter. It don't matter who you are. She feel compassion. She saw a commercial and she cried. You know what I mean? Like they see all the characteristics and they see her abilities and where she's actually strong at. Why wouldn't you push them towards this when you know that what their capabilities are from an early age though, not waiting until they're in high school. You know what I mean? Why you see, because they say between 2 and 5 is when the kid learn the most. So once they're like 6 and 7, they're going to start displaying what they learn between 2 and 5, and they're going to show you what they are.
I'm not disagreeing with the thought of wanting more for our children. What I'm disagreeing with though is forcing your child into something they don't want. Like, I don't believe in ever forcing your child to do something they don't want, because at some point what it turns into is you're living through your child. You're living vicariously through them. You have parents that literally, they wanted to be a dancer. They wanted to be this professional ballet dancer, and it didn't happen. And now guess what? This lady's forcing her daughter to do it, and her daughter fucking hates dance.
Yeah, see, I don't like
she wants to be something else.
That's horrible. That's horrible. I agree with you on that. She didn't assess what her daughter can actually do and what her daughter actually excel at. She was, like you said, living vicariously through her daughter. You know what I mean? That's not what I see Jay-Z doing or in the position to actually do. Like, I think they are actually in a position to see what they can groom something great. You know what I mean? Because they have the connections, they have the money, they have the popularity to groom something greater than the artist. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's not. I'm a rapper. I'm trying to get her to find a way to record me a song right now, because I got written. I have nothing wrong with art. There's nothing wrong with being an artist. I just think that they are in a position to where they can make something greater than the artist, and they should push for that, opposed to allowing her to just only be an artist. Because from what I hear from her, the interviews and the way they talk about her, she's greater than the artist. She appealed to people already. You know what I mean? So I think that
can she not appeal to people as an artist though?
Yeah,
can she not make a difference now as an artist?
Look, I'm gonna give it to you from this side too, because I like I say, I do look at everything from every perspective. Now, if that's just her calling, and she just going against everything that they,
artists matter.
I understand that.
Right.
But I got a 19-year-old son right now that's mad at me because I didn't push him to play football, and he's 16. And he said, "Why you didn't push me? Why you didn't? I wish you would have pushed me." And like the other kids that he.
But did he want to do it?
He didn't want to do it. That's the whole thing. But now that he's 19 and he see how big that he done got, and football could actually be easy for him, he telling me he wish I would have pushed him. You know what I mean? But I've seen this already. When the doctors told us that he was gonna be tall, I knew he was gonna be heavy set, because everybody he gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make sure that he eat. You know what I mean? So I knew that he was gonna be. I knew he was gonna be good in football. So when I tried to make him play football, he said he didn't like it. I didn't push him towards it, even though I knew he could excel in it. I seen his nice little footwork and everything. You know what I mean? I didn't push him. He didn't want to do it. But I'm saying sometimes you gotta take that. I'm just saying from my experience, sometimes you gotta take that out of their hands because they are kids. They don't know exactly what they want. You know what I mean? They know what they like. They don't know what they want. You know, and you got sometimes.
But not to cut you off, but even though he feels he's big and he would be good at football, would he be happy playing football though? Like, that's my thing. Like, I feel like it's important to make sure that your children understand that it's not just about money. It's not just about like doing a job just because of money, or like, let them know what their possibilities are, groom them, like you said, for whatever they are good at, but make sure that it's something that they're going to be happy at, because if not, then we're just continuing to raise adults that are fucking miserable. They spend 40 hours, 80 hours, however many hours at work every week, but miserable because they're good at it. Like, if I would have continued in school, I'll be miserable as fuck being an accountant. Yes, I'm an accountant, great, but I hate it. I don't like it. So I think it's important to make sure that we are making sure that they understand it's not just about money. And if it is about money, but make sure that it's something that you want to do, not just something that you're good at. Just do it because you're good at it. Like, I don't feel like that the passion has to be there.
Right.
Because that's the only way you're going to succeed and actually make a difference. So say they push Blue to do something other than being an artist, right? And she hates it. She's not going to excel at it. No one's going to hear her. She's not going to make a difference with anyone because it's not her passion. It's not what she loves to do. She's good at it, but she's not making a big difference because it's not what she loves.
Humor. Okay. What if okay, so George Bush raised George Bush to be the goddamn president, whether he liked it or not. He didn't like it. It's clear he didn't like it because he fucked everything up, right? but he profited from it, right? Because because Big Bush seeing that even though you don't like this shit, in the long run you gonna thank me for this motherfucking shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
George Bush is fucked up right now because of that. Okay,
that's the position that Beyonce and Jay is in right now.
So, but why can't?
Her.
So, what if you got multi-talent, right? What if you got multi-talent? Why can't they?
It's fine to have hobbies.
Like,
it's fine to have hobbies. I see basketball players
that can play football.
That make music on the side.
Yeah, you got know what I mean? Damian Lillard.
Mm-hmm. It's a hobby. I was just about to say that.
You know what their job is. Mm-hmm. That's the hobby. That's his passion. He'll tell you music.
But at the same time, though, but he clearly really likes basketball too. I just feel like you got to do what you love. That's it.
Look, Allen Iverson didn't like basketball. Allen Iverson's favorite sport was football. He didn't even want to play basketball until his mama made him play basketball. And look, we're talking about Allen Iverson now. you know what I'm saying? Answer. He didn't even want to play football. I mean, he didn't even want to play basketball. He was a football player. His mama made him play basketball.
I mean, I'm just like, let them.
And he became the dude that crossed over Jordan and gave him 35 or something like that.
But did he love it? Like, but did he love it? Did he love crossing him over?
I think he
like, I'm a big AI fan, but still, I mean, I don't know. We wouldn't know unless he said so.
Sometimes your parents.
No. You can't force your kids to do anything.
Only for the parents. This is only for the parents that actually pay attention to their kids and actually look and know what their kids like, though. And now if you just, like you say, living through yourself, nah, come on now, that's bullshit. But if you actually pay attention to your kids, and like I think as of right now, my son want to go to the Army.
Mm-hmm.
The Corona shit happening is stalling him. Why he not? I don't believe in the Army for one.
Me either.
I want him to go to school because I think he's articulate enough. My son can talk to anybody from speech to deaf. Anywhere in there, I don't care if you're 5, 15, 20, 30, he can have a relatable conversation with you. He's very good with people. I want him to be a lawyer. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to push him toward. That's what I'm going to. Why? Since I know where I messed up at before, and what he told me, and now I'm going to push him this lawyer shit. You know what I mean? Because I think he'll be great at it.
So why can't this be an idea? Like, right? So if you have. You're good at this. Keep that in your head you're good at this.
But explore your options.
I tell him that. I big him up all the time. I think you could be this. I really think you could be this.
Yeah.
You know what? The way that you articulate yourself and the way that you speak to people and people understand you, you can do this. You can do this. I tell him this all the time.
Yeah.
And then from the conversations that we have, and him actually telling me that he wished that I wish you would have did that. I think he was like sort of like, yeah, I think you do know a right route for me. And
so he's asking for help without asking for it. That's the only reason why I
push this. Like I said, I didn't push him before, but I feel like he kind of like cried out.
Give him some. I mean? Yeah, I mean that's a different scenario.
It is, and what I think too, to go along with like what you're saying, I think that if your child is expressing a certain want or need or whatever, like when it comes down to careers, right? Blue, being an artist, right? Maybe suggest to them something else that's like in the field.
Yeah.
In that same field that might be a little bit better. Be a producer, start your own music, your own record label, something like that. Like, example, my son is 4, he's about to be 5. He be in here beatboxing, don't know where he learned it from. He be beatboxing though. Like, he's, like he seems to be pretty good at that. Like, I would be like, hey, you know what? You want to be a music producer? You want to make beats? Like, you want to be an executive, something like that, because clearly it seems like he's into music. He likes that type of thing. So I don't want to make him feel like, oh, being an artist is less than or whatever. But
let me ask you this.
Come at it from a different aspect.
Let me ask you this. Your son, you see that he beatboxing and everything right now. What if you got him in the best of schools in these private schools, and then they selling on honor rolls and everything, and they basically telling you this is a goddamn genius. You know what I'm saying? Do you still push him to be do you still guide him to be a musician because he beatbox good, or do you push him towards being an intellect because he's smart as hell?
I guide him towards being an intellectual music producer.
Look at you.
That's how you gotta do it.
Fucking clever.
Only because, I mean, I grew up that way. Like, I was on honor rolls and all that. And, I mean, right now, I don't have a career per se because I don't really know what I want to do as a career. But I dabble in a lot of different art still. And I come at it from an intellectual point of view, kind of, like I've kind of taught myself these things, painting, poetry, photography. But I don't know, I just feel like it's like a negative connotation being put towards it, where if you're doing something in this field, you're being less than just because you have this really smart brain. Sometimes people don't want to use their brains like that all the time. They need a break. Geniuses need a break.
Yeah.
I tell my son all the time, we need weird people and geniuses. Weird people, normal, don't be normal. Everybody wants
normal is weird in my opinion. Like, weird is the regular normal.
Weird people change shit. Normal people just,
they do.
Normal people just fall in line. You know what I mean? Don't ever be afraid to be yourself. I preach it to my son all the time.
Always be yourself.
If they call you,
I agree.
Tell them fuck you. So what? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree 100%. We're family full of weirdos over here.
Ooh,
That's what we are.
Only same one.
So, guys, with that being said, we coming to the end of this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Tash, where they gonna follow us at?
On Instagram, Unfiltered Sentiments, Facebook, Unfiltered Sentiments Podcast, and now YouTube.
Yes, like, subscribe, YouTube, comment,
share, do all that good shit.
At home in the room.
He said he ain't shouting his stuff out. You feel me?
At all.
It's all good. I know what it is. Make sure y'all share this with a friend.
Comment.
Comment. Let us know what y'all want to hear. We always ask y'all the same stuff. Y'all should be
over and over again. Y'all probably tired of us.
Change my name now, huh?
What you want to change it to?
El Primero.
El Primero. The first?
First one, right?
The first. It's just the first.
Yeah. First. Go ahead and change it.
If y'all let me back on, address me as El Primero.
All right, cool. We'll have El Primero back on pretty soon.
Pretty soon we'll get him back on here and get some, some more spicy topics for y'all, man.
Yes.
And I guess we're gonna holla at y'all next week. You feel me?
Yes, later.
Later. We out.